Hello, welcome everybody, welcome beautiful children, lovely to have you with me, Tamariki. Okay, so today I thought what we could do a song, a lovely action song, so you can help me sing it if you like. I think you'll probably know it, but if you don't, you can hum along and learn it as well, okay? And then we're going to do our lovely story about Cammy the chameleon. Now, this chameleon, you know how chameleons blend in? They like to be camouflaged the same colour as everything else, and that's how they can catch their bugs too. But this chameleon wanted all the other creatures to notice her, so she didn't want to be the same colour as everything. She wanted to be able to be beautiful, sparkling, lovely colours, and so she has a bit of a journey to go on. So we're going to read that and see what happens, okay? But first we're going to do our song, okay? And it's called Skinny Marinky. Can you help me sing it? Okay, here goes. Skinny Marinky dinky dink, skinny Marinky doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening. Now we're going to get out our moons. You ready? And underneath the moon, get out your moons. Make a big circle with your hands. Get out the moons. Skinny marinky dinky dink, skinny marinky doo. I love you. Do, baby, do. Haha, that's a fun song, isn't it? Lovely singing, guys. Okay, so now this is our story we're going to read. Remember I told you it's about the chameleon? And there we go, there's a chameleon. It's got beautiful colours, and they're so clever, chameleons. They can change colours all the time. And it says, look at me, Tititrio. And it's written by Rose Williamson and Doreen Martz. Okay, we ready? Whakarongo mai. So listen to me. Open up your taringa, open up your ears. We'll get started, okay? Cammy chameleon lived in a tree, and she was very good at hiding. Cammy turned brown on a brown branch and green on a green leaf. See, she was kakariki on a green leaf. It's a bit clever, isn't it, guys? Being able to... So camouflage, do you know what camouflage means? It means when you blend in, when you're the same colour as the environment. Like, you know how we've had lots of stories about polar bears, and the polar bears are white. And where do they live in? They live in the snow. That's right. So they're the same colour as the snow, so the other creatures can't see them. So they can help to blend in, being camouflaged. Okay. Here we go. It made it very easy to sneak up on yummy bugs. Oh, looks like Cammy wants to eat that beautiful pink ladybug. And the ladybug might not see Cammy because Cammy's the same colour as the leaf. Oh dear. But Cammy didn't want to hide. She thought she was very beautiful, a beautiful chameleon, and she wanted all the other animals to look at her, Tititrio. She called out to the tree frogs, look at me. She looks like a happy chameleon, eh? A big smile on her face. But the tree frogs could not see a green chameleon on a green leaf because she was just blended in. So they didn't say anything. They didn't look at her because they couldn't see her, the tree frogs, see? Because she looked just the same as the leaf that she was on. Oh dear. Let's see what happens. She called out to the lemurs. Look at me, Tititrio. But the lemurs could not see a brown chameleon on a brown branch. See the lemurs, guys. So lemurs. Oh, Cammy was very upset that no one could see her. She began to wonder what it would be like if she didn't always blend in, if she wasn't always camouflaged, see? Because it's a brown log and she's a brown colour, so lemurs couldn't see her. Oh, so let's see what she's going to do about it. Is she going to problem solve and have a think about what she can do? So Cammy climbed down from her tree. This is her over there. Can you see her there? And she concentrated very, very hard. You see that? She's even closing her eyes and having a really hard think. She wants to make something happen. Let's see what happens. And then she turned red. Wow, she's beautiful, isn't she? Look at me, look at me, she called to the tree frogs. What a beautiful chameleon, they said. Look at that. The tree frogs can see her now, eh? Because she's red. She's a feral colour. Beautiful colour. So Cammy practiced changing colours all day. She was pink on a grey stone. See, she concentrated hard. And then she was black on yellow sand. She's not blending in now, is she, guys? You can see her very well. She's different colours to her environment, to her surroundings. She was purple on an orange flower. Can you see her there? And then she was orange on a purple flower. Look at me, she called to the lemurs. What a beautiful chameleon, they said. Wow, because they could see her this time. Okay. Cammy thought that she was the most beautiful chameleon in the whole world, but soon she began to feel a little bit hungry. So she went home to her tree and she climbed down onto her brown branch and she waited for the yummy bugs, but she had to wait and wait. She watched the other chameleons catching bugs on their sticky tongues, and her stomach rumbled and she was very hungry. You see all the other bugs catching the bugs with their long tongues. They stick out their tongues. They're probably like frogs. You know how frogs stick out their tongues and they have sticky tongues. And then they can catch all the insects. And there's poor Cammy just waiting and waiting, but it's not happening for her, is it? Why is she not catching the bugs, guys, do you think? I wonder why. Then Cammy saw a group of bugs nearby. But before she could stick out her long tongue, they saw her beautiful colours and they flew away. What a beautiful chameleon, the laughing bugs called out to her. So I think those bugs were a bit glad that she was a different colour, eh? Because then they saw her and they thought, oops, we better quickly fly away before that chameleon tries to eat us up. Suddenly, Cammy felt very silly. Oh, she's having a little cry. A colourful chameleon couldn't hide like a plain brown chameleon. Cammy knew that to catch bugs, she would need to blend in. So she concentrated very, very hard. And then she changed colour so that she was blended in with her surroundings. And you see, she's blended back into brown, the same colour as the branch. Hopefully she can get some bugs to eat now, because she's a bit hungry, a bit chaza. Cammy had learned that it's not a good idea to always show off, and she was happily being a regular chameleon. Happily just being how she was. But sometimes, just every once in a while, Cammy concentrated very, very hard. And then she would turn into a beautiful rainbow chameleon and be lots of different colours. Wow, that's pretty cool, eh, guys? So I hope you enjoyed that story all about Cammy the chameleon and how it's okay. It's okay to be the same. You don't have to be different. But if you want to have beautiful bright colours, you can do that as well. But then you can also go back to just being who you are, and if you just want to blend in and be able to do what you need to do, that's fine too. You don't need to show off to other people, You just be yourself. So if you want to be colourful, you can. But if you want to just have just normal colours, then that's fine too. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story about Cammy the chameleon. And you guys have a rest of your weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, or if it's during the week, have a good week, okay? And you remember to be kind to each other and do good listening to Mum and Dad. Okay, thank you for listening, guys. See you later, matewa. And matewa means until we meet again. So until I see you again, Matiwa. Bye.